Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chest coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm fit to get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On them all, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'ma say. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new bitch boss, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy, water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chest coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. On them all, my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, I take the finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it right in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you miss him, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints.
To kick off for San Francisco.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Breeze now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 58 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's good.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
They hand it off to Mostert. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, Mostert evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 29-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Kill, Carl. Come on now, let's go. Check 3. Shit, watch the shit.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The ball carrier.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They find some open field here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 24 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Harris to return it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Third down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
He's crashing. 13. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check.
12, fellas, here we go.
Check 4. Check.
11, behind us.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
At the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Check 537. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. I got this. 12, fellas. Here we go. Check 47. I know he ain't got it.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 34 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And this is Cook with a grab. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
First down.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
New Orleans.
Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing again on second down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. On first and 10, here's Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith.
Breeze.
Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Hill throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis despite their loss on opening day. In the North, I like Baltimore. And out West, of course, I like Kansas City. For wild cards, I like the Chargers coming out of the West. I think that in the East, New England is going to get the nod. And then out of the North, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Remember, we got that extra team in the playoffs this year. And then when the playoffs break down, I do think it's going to come down to Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC. And Baltimore, by a nose, goes to the Super Bowl.
And just to be different from you, I like your conference championship matchup. I'll take Mahomes and the Chiefs heading back to the Super Bowl yet again.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
47's the mic. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? 65.
On first down, Garoppolo steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think 2 are come from out West. Arizona and Seattle. And the third wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay is going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle will slug it out for the Super Bowl champs, and I'm going with New Orleans to find their way in.
Okay, so you got the veteran Breeze against Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl, and who ultimately do you have winning that one, CD?
Oh, yeah, the old head and the kid, right? I'm going with the kid in this one in a Super Bowl classic. Baltimore wins the championship.
All right, just so I go on record, I mentioned I'll take the Chiefs, and I'm going to take them over the Packers. So I think we'll have another young and old QB mix. Packers, a little bit of a surprise getting in there, and I'll take Mahomes with a repeat title.
I love it. A rematch of Super Bowl I, which was called.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
For New Orleans. Tarvarius Moore on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
49ers 14.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nick Bosa on the
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play action, Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They run. It's Kamara. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
Robbie Gould lining up.
And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble, and they did. Took him the other way for a score, and now if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle perhaps to win this ball game.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
It's a gain of
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Breeze to throw. And Sanders has got it, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Breeze here finding Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is
back to throw Breeze.
done.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. To throw is Breeze. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and not.
I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Yeah. The whole team, it's no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Mixon. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
2nd and 9.
Now it's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Burrow's a minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And able to find Green. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Cincinnati.
Mixon with a first down carry. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. It'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. We're scoreless after 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
To John Ross. Touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The kick is
and he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Bengals 7, Seahawks nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled.
It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. He's checking. Crash. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Slam.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Room here to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
49-yard line.
36. Switch. Wide. Get wide. Check 52. Kill. Check your hot read. Check. Lucky.
Now it's Carson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1-yard line.
Check your backer. 25.
They'll try the left side. Carson, again he finds an opening. 20! And down to the 16-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
Under 10. Hey, watch it. Check. Check safety. Sponge. No.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Let's go, fellas. Shit. Joker. Watch out.
They'll try the left side. Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the carry.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now a 2nd down at 6. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Carlos Hyde taking it in. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Jason Myers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man, Wilson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down. Here's Burrow. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. It's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
2 yards to go.
They go play action with Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To the air again, Burrow. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
3-yard line.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He lets it fly from Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. Burrow on play action. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
And a Bengal 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates. That's a gain of 5.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Switch. Hang out. Bam. Alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to air. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 41 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Seahawks 21, Bengals 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they're going to be set up.
and get into it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he could turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
Marshawn Lattimore on the
out on the edge. You love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Let's put that team on the bus. 47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10.
Right here, right here. 47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. You just warm up.
Now Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Wilson.
Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Harris to return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
1st down, New Orleans.
Here's Breeze. And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete to
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Come on,
Breeze's throw
baby,
on target to Cook. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Last stop. Last stop. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Back. Check 50, check 50. He's coming. We got double up.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Penny on the toss right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run with Penny. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Complete to Rashad.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
I got you. Pump. Show it up.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Pick the edge, Come.
This is Carson. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wilson. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
53 is the mic. Get the ball. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 38 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
Man, I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own
the Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble. And they were in enemy territory. So that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here. Can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Penny, a first down carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Davis. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Saints' 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson stepping up. He'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Myers for the extra point.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
All right, while we have a second here, Charles, let's look ahead to week 2 on the NFL slate. Some great games coming up. I'm just looking early here Sunday. You got Carolina, Tampa Bay. Wondering if Tampa can get the win there. Detroit and Green Bay both 1-0. That's intriguing, an in-division game. And then, Washington and Arizona, you probably wouldn't highlight that one normally, but one of those two teams, is going to be 2-0.
Yeah, that's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. And how about the Sunday nighter? New England at Seattle. Cam Newton
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something that feels somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Seattle.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Saints take over 1st and 10.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll drop to throw, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Breeze now. Throwing for his running back. He's got him complete.
Breeze pass.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
29 yards.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. To throw, it's Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. L.J. Collier in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's go, baby. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shift.
They'll run with Penny. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Jordan made the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Switch. Wide. Get wide. Check. Touch 50.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
In your face. Mike, 53. 40. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
21.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They keep it with Penny on 1st down, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 2.
From the 22, Wilson flush to his right. He'll find Metcalf, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let him know.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Penny.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 7-yard line.
Again, it's Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, 0. It's our time.
Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle, from 19 yards away. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Trubisky on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete.
Trubisky
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Montgomery, the ball.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
On the tackle.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Trubisky keeps it himself, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Seahawks nothing. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He'll throw from the gun.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Roy Robertson-Harris on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up
after 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He lets it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 40 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 7. Jason Myers to kick off 4th.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the Seahawks' 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Keith Blair on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll go down at the 28.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Taken down by
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
16-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Montgomery. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Seahawks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. From the shotgun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Seattle.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Wilson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. Caught by Montgomery. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Trubisky to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Anthony Miller, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
7 brings up 3rd.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Lockett the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A handoff to Penny. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Wilson on 2nd down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. 12 yards there and a first down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bears will get the football back.
Well, CD, let's take a moment here and get your thoughts just on week 1 in general. Certainly no shortage of storylines, but I'm curious, after 1 week, which teams really caught your eye?
Well, teams with continuity certainly did. Kansas City, the defending champions, they were sharp in their season opener, as was Baltimore, who, of course, has title aspirations, getting upset in the playoffs last year. How about a couple of big surprises? What about Washington coming back from a big deficit against Philadelphia at home? Getting a win for head coach Ron Rivera. What a big game for them. And, of course, Jacksonville. Everyone's talking about how this team has just been dismantled. They'll be lucky to win 2 games. They won a big one against Indianapolis. And, of course, all year long, we'll follow the New England, Tampa Bay ledger, won't we? In this case, New England, with all their changes, they get a win. Tampa Bay, with all their additions, they take a loss on the road in New Orleans.
Yeah, you know that coach in New England slept a little bit better than the quarterback down in Florida after week 1.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was taken
just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Trubisky being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group.